Oh God! Help! I can't hold on!
Son! Lamu!
No!
Be careful!
Help me! Save me!
Hold on, I'm coming.
Help me, I'm slipping!
I've got you. Hold on tight.
No!
Almost there. You're safe now.
Thank you! Oh God!
Don't do la dear. Look, she has a tail. Run.
She's not normal!
Why are you laughing at me? I wish I had never been born. Why am I born with a tail? When is this mockery going to end?
In the peaceful village of Umudara, there lived a beautiful young lady named Adaeze. She was 25 years old, dark-skinned, kind, respectful, and hardworking. Her face was so beautiful that many people called her the flower of Umudara. But Adaeze was born with something very unusual. She had a long tail. Her mother, Mama Ngozi, always wrapped the tail with a long piece of cloth before Adaeze left the house. My daughter, Mama Ngozi would say, never allow anyone to see your tail. People are quick to judge what they do not understand. Yes, Mama, Adaeze would always reply. Even with her secret, Adaeze helped everyone in the village. She fetched water for old people, cared for sick children, and shared food with hungry families. The villagers loved her because of her good heart. One day, the king announced a great new yam festival. People from nearby villages gathered to dance, sing, and celebrate. Adaeze also attended the festival, wearing a beautiful blue Ankara dress. While dancing happily, the cloth hiding her tail became loose. Suddenly, her long tail fell to the ground. The crowd became silent. What is that? She has a tail. She's not a human. People began shouting. Some children ran away in fear. Others laughed loudly. Many people pointed their fingers at her. Adaeze quickly covered her face and ran home, crying. She locked herself inside her room. I wish I had never been born, she cried. Mama Ngozi hugged her tightly. My daughter, never cry because of the way God created you. One day, people will know your true worth. Meanwhile, in the same village, a handsome young hunter named Obinna heard what had happened. Unlike the others, he became curious. The people judged her without knowing her heart, he said. The next morning, Obinna visited Adaeze's house. When Adaeze saw him, she became afraid. You also came to laugh at me? She asked. Obinna smiled gently. No, I came because I have heard about your kindness for many years. A tail cannot change a good heart. Tears filled Adaeze's eyes. For the first time, someone looked beyond her appearance. From that day, Obinna visited her often. They talked for hours. He discovered that Adaeze was wise, honest, funny, and caring. Slowly, they became close friends. One afternoon, heavy rain fell across the village. A man slipped into the fast-flowing river. The villagers screamed, "Help! The man is drowning!" Nobody was brave enough to enter the dangerous river. Without thinking twice, Adaeze ran toward the water. As she jumped into the river, something amazing happened. Her long tail became very strong. She wrapped it around a large tree beside the river. Using the tail like a rope, she stretched herself toward the little man. She caught him safely. Then she slowly pulled both of them back to the riverbank. Everyone watched in complete surprise. The man was alive. His mother fell on her knees. "You saved my son." The villagers looked at one another with shame. The same tail they mocked had just saved a man's life. An old village elder stepped forward. "My people," he said, "today we have learned a great lesson. We laughed at the gift that God gave her. But today, that same gift became someone's salvation. The villagers lowered their heads. One after another, they apologized to Adaeze. "We are sorry. We judged you wrongly. Please forgive us." Adaeze smiled warmly. "I forgive every one of you. My mother taught me that forgiveness makes the heart peaceful." From that day, nobody laughed at her again. Instead, they respected her more than ever. Children ran happily to greet her. Women invited her to their homes. Men praised her courage. Not long after, Obinna stood before the whole village carrying a beautiful engagement ring. He smiled at Adaeze. "You have one of the most beautiful hearts I have ever known. Your kindness is greater than your beauty. Adaeze, will you marry me?" Adaeze covered her mouth in surprise. Happy tears rolled down her cheeks. "Yes," she answered softly. The villagers clapped and celebrated with great joy. A few months later, they held a magnificent wedding. People came from many villages to witness the marriage. Nobody talked about Adaeze's tale anymore.
Instead, they spoke about her bravery, kindness, and love. Years later, Adaeze and Obinna became known as the couple who never turned anyone away. Their home became a place where the poor received food, the sick received help, and strangers found love and kindness.
Never be ashamed of what makes you different. Sometimes the very thing people laugh at today becomes the reason they celebrate you tomorrow. Whenever children asked why Adaeze had a tail, she would smile and say, the children would smile and remember her words. And from that day on, the people of Umudara never judged anyone by appearance again. Moral lesson: never judge people by their appearance. A good heart is more valuable than outward beauty, and what makes someone different can become their greatest strength.